last week on Discount Heroes.
All right, the strange device begins to vibrate as you see the glowing lines on the ground of that magical fluid begin to bubble.
Oh God, it's hideous!
You're now a rhino gnome man.
Hello there, good sir.
It just continues unloading on you. After a few moments, you hear the sound of clanking machinery and gunfire on the other side of the wall.
Okay, so we need to avoid him and any other people we might have killed down here.
We need to go this way, and I run down the one with animal bones.
We'll follow you.
You start to feel a little bit sleepy. It's the sweet smell of those mesquite bushes. But now you can see obvious signs of habitation. You see bedroll scattered across the ground. You find that there are multiple burrows dug into the wall. This thing begins to slither across the ceiling.
Shoot my gun at it.
You see the snake creature bleeding from a grievous wound that you've dealt to it. It is shivering in fear, you recognize.
I run up and heal it.
You see its head curl off the side of the ceiling and see that it is grappling onto the wall with tiny little hands. And you see a goblin face looking at you.
I'm sure I shot you with a gun.
But we need to get up to King Boomstone.
Well, we can help you with that. I'd sooner ask you to leave and never come back.
Take a chance, man. We're here to help.
We must confer.
Welcome to Discount
All right. How's everyone doing? Tyler is still operating under the same conditions before.
Which, if we didn't explain well, he's staying with our uncle who loves to play guitar. And right outside of Tyler's room that he's recording in, my uncle is just jamming away, having a few Budweisers and, playing a little Tom Petty, a little Elton John.
He's having a good old time.
He heavily encouraged Tyler to cancel on us.
He did.
Tyler resisted. And we thank him for being here.
Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, right now he's pretty quiet, which makes me think he's sad, which also hurts.
You should probably go out there and see.
No, just quick. We gotta get to the episode so Tyler can have a line.
You know what would cheer him up? If he was on the podcast, he'd probably be pretty happy.
Could you put out some food for him so he's distracted for a little while?
That's what I'm worried about. I have Chick-fil-A upstairs, and I'm worried if I don't get out there soon enough, it's just going to be gone.
He's going to eat that shit.
He's gonna spite your Chick-fil-A.
He will, dude.
He will.
I know.
Tyler, can you at least turn your video on so you can mime to us?
Yeah, I do want to see Tyler at the very least.
I do like the miming.
It's the worst angle possible.
Yeah, I don't know why it looked like there was liquid on the roof of your mouth.
Because there's liquid on the roof of his mouth? It's spit.
Oh, put that away.
I'm all out of spit. Give me some of yours.
Welcome to Discount Heroes. I'm going to leave that in. Where questionable results are always guaranteed. We're a chaotic character and story-driven real play podcast. We're a group of 5 friends who've known each other for 17 plus years. We've played countless hours of questionable D&D. And now we want to share with you the game we love so much. My name is Brent. I'm the DM. We got 4 players. Why don't you introduce yourselves and who you're playing?
Tyler playing Copes.
And this is Aaron. Thank you for coming back to hear me. I will be playing Dimrock, the Tiefling Bard.
This is Jared playing the part of Thrasher, the human barbarian.
And this is Matt. That's my name. I didn't almost forget it. Playing everyone's favorite mashling, Nox Longfoot, the gnome rhinoceros.
The Gnomoceros.
Mashalamu.
Mashalamu.
Very good. I got a question for y'all this week.
Do you, though?
Actually, you're going to have to tell me. I feel like I may have asked this. If you could bring back one toy from your childhood to have today.
We've done that.
I felt like I said what was your favorite thing as a kid.
We got to be able to think of something different.
Well, then I don't have one.
If you could come up with a new color, what color would you come up with, and what would it look like, and why?
Blurple. I will not extrapolate.
You must. Nobody wants to just hear you say blurple.
Nope.
They would like to hear your thoughts on blurple.
Blurple. Nah, they want to hear me say blurple mostly.
Say it a few more times then, at least.
Blurple.
Maybe in some varying accents. Let's just...
Blurple. Yeah, he's blurpling, isn't it?
Blurple. 10 more, please.
That might have only counted as one. Hang on, I got a few more in me. Anybody else jump in, please, for the love of God. Blurple.
Blurple.
I could ask, have you ever been knocked unconscious and what happened?
No.
Yep.
I know that's happened to Jared. Probably has happened to Tyler.
I don't remember if it did.
One of the funniest ways I've been knocked out in my life was at Matt's house in the basement when we were teenagers being stupid. And our friend Derek is a very large man. And I decided that we should just charge at each other and like shoulder each other or whatever. Just bump into each other real hard. I don't know if I passed out or got knocked out when he hit me or after that when I flew through the air and hit the wall or whatever it was that I hit, or when I hit the ground after that. But I was not conscious for a little bit.
It was one of the 3 things you hit.
Yeah, one of those did it.
Or is that knockout stories? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, I'll go next. So if I could make any color, it'd be shagreen. And it's like a shiny green.
Mm-hmm.
But not just green with glitter. It's its own thing. And it looks like your favorite green, but just glimmering.
I would do shablue.
What's that?
It's like blue but shiny but not glittery. It's just like your favorite color.
I like it.
So when I was younger, maybe like 8 or 10, me and a buddy of mine were real into watching wrestling on TV. So on the trampoline, you do the old school wrestling moves and whatnot. For some reason, we were doing them, I guess, in my room. And I climbed on top of a dresser and went for a flying elbow. And I accidentally elbowed him in the head. And he just went fucking unconscious. And I thought I killed him. I was like 10 years old. And I don't know how long it was. It felt like the longest time forever because he just laid there not moving. But then he woke up and it was fine. So,
listeners, please don't forget that Matt as a 10-year-old was nearly a full-grown man who gave this child the elbow of justice.
I mean, he was still like 6'4" at that point. What about you, Brent?
do you have a color or unconscious story you would like to share? or maybe something in between?
If you could blend them.
Mix them up.
I've never been knocked unconscious that I know of.
Maybe not physical. What about by like...
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking with the flashlight.
Yeah.
Okay, so we used to do this thing. It was called a where you would and then you would and then someone would take a disposable camera and flash you in the eyes with it.
We can't put that in the podcast.
What was this to accomplish?
We can't have that in the podcast.
It happened, though.
To knock you out.
It didn't quite knock you out, but it was still really disorienting.
I can disorient a fish.
You remember when you were a kid and you would spin around really fast to feel dizzy?
It's not what it was like. No, it's not.
It's the same thing, except we were just older.
It was exactly nothing like that.
Okay, we don't need to talk about it because we can't leave that in.
It can't be in the podcast. So anyway, start the damn game.
You could just say a funny color.
I'd go with Blurtra. Sounds like an awesome color.
Ooh, what's that?
I know, right?
Blurtra?
Blurtra.
I'm about that color.
I'd wear pants that color, but not a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
I'd go with ombre. It's like ombre and amber mixed together. Which makes sense.
Ooh, dude amber, basically.
Dude amber?
Yeah.
All right, Brent, let's start the game. This is really getting off the rails.
That's the color of my energy.
Dude amber is the color of your energy. Well done, Jared.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and begin the game. Last week, our intrepid heroes fled from their splintered pursuer, delving deeper into the caves looking for a way into Boomstone's fortress. Also, Nox was transformed into a rhinoceros gnome guy, maybe forever. Our heroes entered natural caves filled with sweet mesquite and found an apparently abandoned camp. Our heroes were prepared to move on with no leads when they spotted a creature slithering on the ceiling. Cope, sensing danger, fired off a critical shot, wounding the creature, causing a storm of curses to be thrown his way by this chimeric, goblin-faced creature. Apparently, they were mashlings long ago abandoned in these caves, unable to leave due to their frightening presence. Though they sympathized with our heroes' desire to kill Boomstone, they saw little reason to help our heroes. I'm afraid we must confer amongst ourselves. And they all slither into a big pile in the middle of the room.
That's really gross.
Nox, come on, man.
Well, they use their arms and legs too.
That makes it worse, I think. I'm just gonna hop up on Thrasher's back and stay away from them.
Yeah, I got you, man.
The goblin that you previously shot and wounded slithers back up to the group of you. The rest of them retreat into the hidey holes as soon as he breaks from the group.
Good news?
Well,
They do not wish to trust you.
Come on.
You came into our home and tried to kill one of us without provocation.
You scared us. Why is that not provocation?
We were trying to hide from you.
Are we all still invisible?
Nobody's invisible anymore. You used your lantern also.
Well, what do you think? I understand what they think, but we also healed you and realized we made a mistake.
yeah, we really want to make this right, man. We made a mistake. We know that.
I think you can help us even if you have hurt us.
That's like our MO.
That's what we do.
Although I cannot help you without the assent of the rest of the colony. Do you have a gift of goodwill of some kind? Or perhaps collateral?
What do you guys eat?
We often eat the creatures who become lured by the sweet mesquite outside of this cave.
Pull something out of my bag of tricks.
What?
It's the bag of weasels.
I don't know. I can't remember what I roll. It's mostly a bag of weasels, so probably that.
A D8.
Yeah, so far, it's a tan bag.
3.
It's a baboon.
As it comes out, I season it with some of that stuff I took earlier and put in my pocket.
Feast, brethren.
The baboon looks around confused. Perhaps a little bit of diplomacy would pair well nicely with fresh baboon.
I offer this as a gift and an apology for our former actions, that we may find peace between our two people.
I cast Bardic.
Okay. Would you say something to back him up?
15. I'm going to go ahead and use that Bardic.
And I'll say, and we mean it in the most diplomatic of ways, right? And I wink at Thrasher.
What's your Bardic? 8?
10.
10? Even better. Got a 2. 17.
Well, you rolled a fucking 2, bud.
17 total.
And you are not lying in this situation, correct?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to rectify the situation.
Yeah, I agree.
I recognize that, we kind of screwed up a little bit.
Debatable.
The snake goblins hiss among each other excitedly. The goblin snake monster turns back to you and says, "This is an acceptable tribute." And then they all feast upon it right in front of you. What's up, Copes? Oh, I get it.
You said tribute.
I get it.
Hey, guys, could I maybe one bite? Just one.
You want to bite the snake?
We haven't eaten in a while.
You can reach your hand in there into the snake pile if you want.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. Especially not with Nox on my back. He needs this.
I appreciate that.
They painstakingly eat every bit of baboon meat off the skeleton. Takes about 20 minutes.
That's not how snakes eat, though, is the thing.
We watch silently.
They have goblin faces.
They have goblin hands.
Yeah, they're not just snakes.
They got little hands too.
They're mashling.
Little hands, little feet.
You don't know how mashlings we.
Guys, these freaking creatures are gross.
Walk around getting my baboon to eat.
Very well. We will help you. We know of 3 ways to enter the fortress.
Awesome, man. Just tell us the best one. We don't need to hear the other 2.
Please.
Yeah, the easiest way. That would be the one. Thank you.
We picked that one.
No reason to tell us the other 2 that are filled with dangers.
It would just confuse us.
We really get, like, decision bias or you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Could get lost even.
Choice paralysis, that's what it's called. Maybe.
Although they have accepted your tribute, they want something else. Some kind of trade of service.
And job.
They ask if you would be willing
Alright, Copes, you're up.
to perform such a service for us. In return, we will tell you all we know about the paths into the fortress.
If it's goat stuff you guys are into, we got the guy.
It is science stuff.
Shit.
I'm the smartest one amongst us, so ask away.
There is a device further back in the tunnels
Oh, fuck.
called the Tumble Core Nexus. If you could help us repair this, we will do what you ask.
What does that do?
It will allow us to leave this place in seclusion, not to be seen by others.
I mean, I guess we don't really have a choice, guys.
No, we do. We can just leave, right?
Well, we need to find a way up.
Oh, yeah. So you won't help us unless we do that?
Yep, that's the deal.
We feel that this is an even trade. You can leave, and we can leave.
Why don't you just show us the way out and we'll take you out like little snake dudes?
The world is harsh on a creature that looks like both a goblin and a snake.
Yeah, you're ugly.
I'm side-eyeing Knox.
I wave.
People just shoot us when they see us.
Who would do that? I put my gun away.
You have seen evidence of this already.
Okay, fine. We'll go get your Nexus Connexus.
We can show you a way to it that avoids your pursuer.
All right.
Yeah, perfect.
And let's say it's been a minute since you've heard any sounds from Splinterhead.
Thank God.
All right, so they lead you down one of the side caverns. You travel for about 5 minutes before you come to it looks like it was formerly fully rock wall, but it seems like it's partially collapsed and opened up into a section of the railroad. And they lead you to the Tumble Core Nexus. Inside of this room is an incomprehensible device. You see there are tubes, wires, brass bulbs glowing with light. Just think of any possible laboratory implement you could picture and just picture all of that, and they're all connected to each other. And there's a large glass orb in the middle with a bunch of tumbleweeds in it.
Does this what's going on here? What's the goal?
This is the Tumble Core Nexus. I'm sure you've seen the magical properties possessed by the tumbleweeds in this realm.
Oh, I thought it was the goblins. It's the weeds.
This allows you to travel to any tumbleweed within Grit Goblin Gorge. But you must know where you're going. You may be able to use this yourselves to go where you need to go, but without an understanding of where you need to go, you could end up anywhere. But you will have no need to use this. We will show you the proper path.
So we just need to fix this?
So what's wrong with it?
It is broken. We were hoping you could tell us what's wrong with it and then fix it.
All right, let's just give it a shot then.
For sure.
All right, what are you going to roll?
I'm gonna roll.
Roll Arcana, man.
I was thinking charisma saving check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check.
That is an option, yes.
Is it a saving throw?
It is not.
A 20.
Good lord.
Nice. Nat or modded?
19 plus 1.
Copes, you do spot an issue. You see that the rattlesnake loopback modulator is totally malfunctioning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the phasing is completely out of balance. And the 11th dimensional wind chime and the hyperpolarized bolo tie are not functioning as a result.
Gotcha.
What do you need to do to fix it, you think?
I'm going to reach over to the hummingbird modulation sphere, and I've noticed that there's an extra gear in there that it's not really needed. Like, it helps a little to optimize the process, but it's not really needed. So I'm going to pull that out at the 7th gear, and then I'm going to move it over to the rattlesnake hypersphereon conductor, and I'm going to put it in there and cast mending.
Oh, very good. All right, so you can make another intelligence roll with advantage, but you're using your magic. Let's make it just a wisdom check this time.
Nice. That is a 23.
23.
Ooh, nice.
All right, you've successfully adjusted the rattlesnake loopback modulator to a sinistral quantum phase.
Nice, that's what I was thinking.
The machine hums to life a little bit.
And you nailed that one. Love it when a plan comes together.
I pull the trigger twice, and I say, that bad boy's humming.
It sure is. It doesn't seem like it's completely fixed, though.
Anyway, that's all I know.
Copes, you obviously missed the part over here. And I got a 27 Arcana.
Oh my god.
Wow.
There are a couple things that you notice that are wrong with it. You see that the spatio cowpoke resonator is out of alignment with the harmonic aperture in the chrono spool.
That makes sense. All of that makes sense.
Copes, you're an absolute rookie here. I mean, all this stuff is, the doohickey over here and the thingamabob right there don't even line up. I mean, what were you even doing?
I don't know about doohickeys or thingamabobs.
Well, that's disappointing.
Realign them like chakras.
Yeah, obviously you just need to realign them. And I kick one over.
Okay.
Put it in place.
All right. Make a intelligence check. Or Arcana's fine. You got Arcana.
Yeah, I'll throw another Arcana. 24.
All right. So with a little bit of adjustment, you manage to bring the resonator into alignment. You hear a high-pitched sound that exactly matches the frequency of a tumbleweed rolling downhill.
Ah, nothing like the sound of tumbleweeds.
The machine hums to life a little bit more. All right, and I said you found a second thing?
You said I found a second thing?
Yeah, you found two things with your 27.
Because of your excellent roll.
What was the second thing? Wasn't the cowpoke responder?
It looks like the quantum spurs, they're actually phased to a phase 8 equilibrium state, rotating at a flat 32.7 degrees counterclockwise.
Ah, 32.7. This is clown shoes. Y'all are absolute clown shoes. Everybody knows this has to run in a 6.45 degree angle, or the spurs don't catch. This is basic arithmetic. I'm just gonna fix this. Y'all suck, snake people. This is too easy.
Rhino Man, chill out.
Thrasher is all smiles and big thumbs up this whole conversation.
I get it. Yeah.
Do I need to roll something?
Yeah, something.
Another Arcana, or do I need it like a Dexterity?
Dexterity would be good if you want to change it up to a different thing.
You can convince him of anything.
I'll mix it up. 19 Dexterity.
Nice.
Oh, excellent. You've stabilized the tachyon turbulence within the root manifold.
Obviously.
No more turbulence for this flight. We're about ready to take off.
All right, the machine vibrates. It is almost completely activated. There's one more thing that seems to be wrong with it.
Aaron, I feel like you should go, so it'll make it all the funnier when I crit fail.
Sure. What should I roll here?
It's an intelligence check to evaluate what is wrong with this device.
Oh, excellent. I have -2.
Yeah.
Oh no, not intelligence.
11.
11?
Better than anybody thought it was going to be.
Look, I think Nox was a little harsh. Obviously, the tachyon belt is loose. anybody can see that. But But genuinely, your biggest problem is the tachyon, the Poseidon, this thing right here. And I touch the most important part and turn it clockwise. That's your problem. It needs to be aligned with Orion's belt.
All right, make a luck roll.
Coming at ya, feeling lucky. It's a 2.
A 2.
I chew. I sneezed. I'm sorry.
You see the machine starts to vibrate and glow wildly. A couple of the bulbs shatter as excess power flows through them. Seems that you've thrown off the synchronization of the Bronco waveform cascade.
I thought this was a TR-48. It's a TR-49. I'm such a fool.
No, Jimmy, you idiot! Can I roll something to try to help?
You can, yeah.
What do I roll?
Whatever you could justify. I've left it pretty open-ended here.
Wisdom.
Okay, all right.
21.
21, what do you do?
I say, yeah, the tachyon belt was loose, but you didn't adjust the propulsionary Edison spool.
I deserve.
So you gotta tighten up this shocking right here. Yeah, but you missed this bolt right here. And I turn it counterways. So you gotta kind of trick this bolt.
Yeah, he tightens it a lot, but not all the way.
Ah.
All right, you see the machine begins to not vibrate so violently. The lights begin to dim, and you've pulled the lasso hyperloop back into alignment with the gravitational axis pivot before it went through the event horizon.
Right, of course.
It was a close one, but the machine hums, and now it's a very pleasing tone to the ear.
Jared, you got that kazoo?
Sorry, what am I doing with the kazoo?
No, we don't need the kazoo.
We don't need the
Nice
kazoo,
tone.
that's fine.
Did he do it?
Is he playing it? Because
We heard nothing.
Let's just hope he's not. I heard a hint of kazoo.
I think he blew into the wrong side of the kazoo.
Can you not play kazoo?
He doesn't know how to do it anymore.
So did I fix it, Brent?
The machine hums pleasingly. It appears to be fixed.
Hey, this bad boy is running. I slapped the huge green button.
You see the tumbleweeds in the dome begin to light up as though they're being pulsed with electricity. You see a constellation of lights appear in the room. You see little tumbleweeds tumbling across the walls.
I want to chase him.
Well, they're just little points of light, but yeah, you chase them.
Yeah, I'm like an animal, like a laser pointer.
You can't get them. You can't get them.
Oh, I'm trying though. Ooh, here I go.
Come on, Copes, not again.
Yeah, look at him. I'm gonna get him.
You did it. We are free.
Almost.
Thanks.
You still have to help us. Otherwise, we'll shoot you again. I'm just kidding. Haha.
We had fixed the bootstrap paradox stabilizer, but we didn't even realize that the golden horseshoe singularity was totally disabled.
You really didn't notice that.
It is our shame.
We won't tell nobody.
But let this be our last meeting. We have a deal to complete. Let us show you the way.
All right, you see snakes have started pouring out of holes in the walls as this snake goblin begins to lead you out.
Knox on my shoulders, bud.
Yep, I need a ride.
I've got this rhino on my shoulders, and
The skin's leathery.
I walk.
He leads you into the caverns beyond their encampment.
There are 3 paths you can take. We travel through the Black Vein sewers, a dark and rancid sewer system beneath the graveyard. It is not a trip I would relish, but I believe it will get you access to nearly anywhere within the fortress. You may also proceed to the prison cells, where prisoners are held beneath the graveyard. This will take you the furthest from Boomstone. but it is a very easy and short trip in. And then there is a lift, an ancient elevator no longer in use. I'm not even sure if it could be repaired, but the shaft does ascend all the way into the fortress. We have never used it though, so we do not know where it will arrive.
All right, guys. Look like we're at a decision point. I'm thinking no to the prisons. I ain't going back, if you know what I mean.
It's also probably chock-a-block full of guards.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. Great point.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So, ancient secret elevator or the hard, dark path, he said.
But it takes us anywhere we want to go.
But we don't really know where we're going either.
True that.
But we don't know where the lift goes.
But that's perfect, because we don't know where we're going.
No, but elevators are always in important spots. Nobody's going to build an elevator to an unimportant spot.
That makes me feel like there would be people up there.
But if we don't know where we're going,
Yeah, like Boomstone, and then we cut him in half.
See? He's got it.
I've never fixed anything. I don't know if we can fix an elevator.
I like elevator. Also, I got this.
And I hold up that wrench that I got when I was working in the factory.
You didn't tell us that when we just fixed something, Thrash.
Yeah, you guys had it. You didn't see me encouraging you with my large smile and thumbs in the air?
You did.
That would have been perfect for fixing the Coyote Quantum failsafe.
we got it done anyway, Snake Man.
That was Flint Spanner, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I saw it. I was ready. I was ready to get in there with it if I needed to, but they had it. But I knew.
Is the Wraith guy still with us?
Yes. Oh, wait.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's a snake. No.
It's a snake! Well, the elevator, if we fix it, it's going to be loud and it's going to put us in one spot, which probably isn't going to be the greatest idea. The sewers, we can move around and we can decide where we go up, so sewers might be the best.
Sounds like you hate the elevator.
Huh?
Sounds like you hate the elevator.
It's a linear path. We go one place. And if it's a bad place, well...
Look, I'm all for the elevator, too.
Then we kill our way out. Put it to a vote, I say elevator.
Remember, all the goblins were going to check out the hot babes. It may be empty up there.
You say elevator, Thrash. I say elevator.
Okay, fuck it.
2 for elevator.
Let's do it, then.
Elevator!
To the escalator! Did we get directions before they slithered off?
No, yeah, he's basically going to show you exactly how to get there.
Okay. That'd have been really fun if you said they did not tell you where to go.
He leads you through a winding series of natural caves, which eventually blend in with the ancient railroads that you found previously. But before long, you find yourself facing an ancient lift.
Facing?
Facing? I said facing.
No, you didn't.
You did not.
You had
Did you though?
You did.
We were going to let it slide, but Tyler's talking.
I wasn't.
Okay, Mike.
You find yourself facing an elevator.
Just wait, see what happens. You find yourself standing in front of an ancient lift. It's made of a simple platform connected by chains ascending all the way upward. The chains are rusted with age, and the platform is partially rotted away from the damp environment within this cave.
Is some of it buried in the ground?
Yes.
Yeah, got him.
Before the snake departs, he gives you directions to the other 2 locations, should you decide to change your mind.
Thanks, Snake Dude. Now, please, for the love of God, leave.
Our business is concluded.
He holds up a scaly goblin snake hand.
Gross. I slap it.
Yuck.
He does the thing where he pulls his hand away and then rubs the back of his scales.
Nobody was trying to touch your hand.
Oh, what a cool guy, dude.
Dude, you're so smooth.
Can we shoot him again?
By the way, how did us fixing that machine do anything for him?
Now we can use the Tumble Core Nexus to depart from this place. not in the open.
Y'all aren't gonna do any like horrible evil things and unleash some terrible evil on the world with it, are you?
We will make our way to the Spark Spindle Kingdom. That is where the scientists that worked here went to. Perhaps we can find them.
That was not a no. Damn it, guys, we gotta ask questions first next time.
Next time, we will get it right. I promise. We'll remember.
You will probably not meet us again.
I hope so.
And he slithers away. All right, and here you are in front of this old elevator.
I fix it.
Boom, got it in one.
Whoa!
Nailed it.
Did you adjust the quantum shift negotiator?
No, I put the chain back on the gear.
It's a pulley.
Seems like mending could maybe do something with that chain. That old ass chain.
You can roll an investigation check to determine the state of this thing.
Okay, I'm really good at this. Here we go. That's a 10.
A 10, you give it a good stomp and you're like, yeah, that'll hold us. This baby's not going anywhere.
I just stand on it.
You know, I was also thinking, guys, what if we like actually used the lift's gonna be loud. We could always try to just like, I don't know, find another way to fly up there or something. Some of us can turn into animals and Thrash has got the carpet.
That's smart.
Yes, a quiet entrance would be better.
Get out of here, Snake.
Way! Get out! What the fuck you doing
I'm the
here?
wandering shade.
Oh.
You sound like the
Sorry.
snake.
There'll be a different voice effect on me.
Oh. You spooked me, Shane. I forgot you were there.
Alright, I climb on Thrasher's carpet and do circles until I get comfy and then lay down.
Can we all get on the carpet? I don't remember how that works.
I can fly.
But Demi's got his boots.
Okay,
And I can carry somebody.
okay.
Tyler could be a bird.
I mean, I can cast a spell if
Unless
we
he doesn't
need.
want to burn one of those.
No, I mean, if Aaron can fly and he can carry someone, he can carry Nox, and then Thrash and I get on the carpet.
But can he fight and crow?
I mean, if we could get into it a little bit, I think I could carry 2 people. Because really, I just have to put people on my shoulders.
You're not that strong.
Maybe old Nox, but not new Rhino Nox.
I'm 6 inches taller and 10 years older. My muscles have matured.
And deteriorated.
I was going to say, you take me 10 years ago, 10 year ago, me would beat the shit out of me right
I
now.
think men are in their prime around like 35, right? 32?
So young and virile.
They're not. They're fucking not.
People keep saying that, but it is not fucking true.
Do I need to go through the list of all my broken body traits again?
No, we know you're broken. We're all broken.
I put my hand on Nox's shoulder.
Hey man, I think if you try real hard, you could figure out how to fix this elevator.
And that's me casting guidance on him.
But the elevator's loud. I thought the whole purpose was we didn't want to be loud.
Fine, we don't have to do the elevator. We're already here with the elevator.
I'm going to look at it. I'll look at it. What does guidance do?
Why don't we just fly?
Adds a D4 to your...
That's fine, but I want to know so I can tell Thrasher because he's my friend. This is a 28 investigation
On the lift,
with a 4 on the D4. Thank you, Thrasher.
Nice! Holy shit.
on the lift. Yeah, you could tell that with your combined weight, the chains are gonna snap. They may not snap immediately, but even if they don't, the platform is probably gonna break underneath you.
Yeah, this thing is a giant death trap. If we try to go up, we're going to die. Get on the carpet.
All right, climb on. Ultimate uppies.
I'm on the carpet.
And I grab the shade and the other guy.
I'll fly with Demi. I was on Demi's shoulders earlier, so I'll stay there.
Okay. I grab the shade and we go.
He holds up a hand and you feel that strange pressure change in the air, and he starts to levitate off the ground towards the ceiling.
Nice. It makes it easier for me to fly as well.
Yeah, he's a fucking freak.
Why can't you just be normal? Ah! Thank you. Thank you, Trigger. I couldn't hear it, but I know you did it.
Oh, I did it. I definitely did it.
All right,
It took us way too long to go up that.
I know. It's like 200 feet up.
No, that's pretty quick.
You arrive at the top, You see that the mechanism seems to be threaded through slats in wooden floor above you. But it looks like it's been completely covered over with that wooden floor. So they've left the chains there, perhaps to possibly use them later, maybe, but it looks like it's been some time since anyone actually has. And it seems to be completely covered up.
Perception check. I rolled a 25.
25?
I see any traps, anything? Can I see through the cracks and see any enemies? Is there anything like that?
All right. What time of day do you... Oh, man, what time of day is it? What time did you go in here?
We're in a cave.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can hear some goblin conversation off in the distance, but it sounds like maybe 3 or 4 goblins. Sounds like they are in the room, but that's all you hear.
I relay that to everybody in a whisper and let them know, hey, can we go to that brain talk thing?
I'm going to message the Whispering Shade.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you deal with these guys real quick, please?
I can quickly, but I need a way in.
And it's just wood slats?
Yeah. Some joists.
We're talking about LVLs, fucking
Yeah.
plywood. So he just needs a way in.
If you make a hole big enough, I can pull them towards us. If you make a hole big enough for them, I can pull them through it.
Just don't know what I can do that wouldn't be that loud. Or if we care about that.
Do we have anything that makes a hole?
If we didn't care about that, why are
He
we
holds up
flying?
his pistol and he's like,
This will draw attention as well. Though perhaps they are used to the sound of gunfire. That is a chance we could take. Partner.
Can anybody make a hole? If not, I'm going to bust through here. Okay, I want to pry it open slowly.
okay, you can do that. That'd be some...
With my nimble finger.
Yeah.
Maybe dexterity saving throw.
If you have a tool you can use, you can have advantage.
I'm a tool.
As much as I want to. I mean, some kind of prying thing will help you.
My cinquenietas. I pry my little symbols in between.
Okay. That's good enough for a +3.
Okay. Bet. 26.
Jeez.
Nice.
So your I'm just gonna say it like your cinquenetas are like the perfect shape to unthread the screws holding down one of the slats. You're just able to put it in there and twist and undo the screws in there.
Yeah, but instead of me spinning my hand since I'm flying, I just put it in there and then I twist.
Ah, okay. All right.
Don't worry, guys. I've got it. I'm just spinning in the air.
All right, you're able to remove one slat, allowing some light from the room to flood in. Make a stealth check.
Do I still have the effect of my Shadow Brew whiskey?
I think you do.
Does advantage?
Yeah.
Thank gosh, I think that's a 10.
Thank gosh it's a 10.
Well, it's not a 6.
Hey, what was that? You hear one of the goblin voices call out. And you hear some light goblin footsteps heading in your direction.
Move, move, move. I kind of push everybody back towards the edges, like motion them back.
And did you pull it completely free, or
No.
He just said he loosened the screw.
you loosened it?
Yeah, I started pulling it up down and it hurt it.
Okay. All right, you hear some footsteps, and we're gonna make a luck roll real quick. I heard some creaking over here, and you hear a footstep, and then the slat that you loosened just like bends downward, and a goblin falls through it. It's not that far, but then it crashed.
200 feet.
200 feet.
I mean, you fall 200 feet, that's pretty...
That's a lot of falling happening.
Far enough.
20 stories.
That's 20 stories, yeah. You've been on a 20-story hotel? You dead.
Oh my god, Carl fell down the hole! They crowd around the hole and look down, looking for signs of Carl.
I poke Terrence through and try to grab one of them.
Okay.
Talk to the shade.
Nope.
I'll let Copes do this real quick. All right. It's been quite a while since you brought Terrence, and Terrence doesn't do so great most of the time.
We all miss him.
He doesn't, but he has a +7 to attack.
All right.
Yeah, I shove him up and try to grab one.
I put my hand on your shoulder and say,
You got this, Terrence.
That's 20.
nice.
Very nice.
All right. You snatch that goblin.
And then I yank him into the hole.
You yank him down.
Yep.
All right. You yank him down. Make a strength roll.
19.
Nice.
You avoid falling down into the pit with him off of the rug.
Against all odds.
And I click the button to let Terrence go. Because you're not taking him from me.
Okay. All right. All right. You snatch the goblin and pull him down there. And yeah, you drop him into the pit and he screams.
What's it sound like?
What the fuck?
Brent, how many are standing on the wooden pedestal now?
2.
I want to drift onto my back, facing my belly towards the wooden slats. Lifting up my shirt slowly, I release my ring of ram,
He's going to ring a ram. Okay.
and it immediately destroys whatever it hits. If I use all the charges.
Not quite, but
Is that a roll or you just decided that just now?
it's not quite.
Expend 1/3 of available charges to break an object within 60 feet of you.
Oh, shit. I mean,
Oh, okay. Oh,
Nice.
okay. Go.
All right. Look at you reading shit before you use it.
That's weird.
All right, you break some more of the wood. You've destabilized this platform such that it begins to crumble and fall downward. You are showered with bits of wood. Everyone make a dexterity save. If you're on the carpet, you have disadvantage.
What if I'm on the dimmy?
I jump off the carpet.
Okay, you fall 200 feet.
No!
Can I see it?
You can see it.
It's a nat 1.
Oh, there he is.
I'm back.
24.
25.
You needed a 14 to pass. If you fail, you take 7 damage. And a pair of goblins fall past you along with the rest of the debris.
And don't forget your temporary hit points, so you only take 5 or 2, really.
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Nice move, Dimmy.
We're almost competent.
Let's not push it.
I used my belly button.
Don't just look. Shut up, man. Let me have this for 1 minute.
Make a perception check. Copes and Knox. Or actually everybody can, but whoever wants to, really.
13.
5.
23.
Thrasher, you noticed that the goblins that fell were well armed and armored.
Guys, those goblins are really well armed and armored.
That's what well armed means.
We must be close to something important then.
I'm well armed, and I give a thumbs up with my third hand.
I hate that. I hate it. Stop doing that.
We must be close to something important then.
Yeah, I mean, clearly they're, really protecting this area.
All right, you guys are gonna go in there. You don't hear any more goblins.
Seemed like it worked.
Demi, you want to listen with your ear horn real quick? Maybe see if you hear any more goblins? Or maybe just the horrified screams of the goblins below?
Let me see what I hear. Is that perception with advantage, Brent?
What are you listening for?
Anything. Any sound that I can discern with my ear horn of hearing.
Just okay. Yeah, with advantage. That's good.
21 perception.
All right. Although they are not here, you hear a multitude of goblin voices. Quite a number of them, more than you could count for sure. But it doesn't appear that they're in this room, but it appears that they are nearby.
Guys, further down, there's a lot of goblins. I don't know if we try to blend in or if we need to hide, but I don't know if we can just walk into this straight up.
We must dance.
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely need to be cautious in here. We don't want to end up with who knows how many goblins all trying to hunt us down.
Now, Brent, are you telling us we're at the top of the elevator? Does the chain keep going up?
Have you gone through, or you're just right below?
Yeah, we've looked through. We've poked through.
Oh, okay.
Then right now I will, after I know that they're not right in front of us.
All right.
I'll poke my head up and look around.
You look into a lavish room brightly lit with torchlight. A number of fancy couches and beds line the walls. The walls are decorated with various armaments.
What do they got?
There's axes, there's daggers, there's swords, there's crude magic wands.
A dirk, maybe?
There's a dirk, there's a sai, there's
Asama? No, Kama.
kamas, katanas, and armors lining the walls.
Yo mamas.
There are two doors that lead there are two doors that lead from this room, and both of them are closed at the moment. The room is about 40 foot square.
How many beds?
There's about 8 beds in the room.
Okay, I poke my head down and relay that all to them. So, yeah, I mean, what do y'all think? Does the chain keep going up?
Does the chain keep going up? Like,
Yeah, I mean, this is the top of the elevator, right?
no, it looks like it was the chain attaches to the ceiling and terminates there.
All right, guys, I think we're good to move through. And I pry open the next board, or what if I need to get us through.
Yeah, you guys are able to get in there.
Maybe we should replace the boards.
That's a good idea. Does anybody have wood?
What did you do with them after you pulled them off?
Well, I exploded one with my ram horn, and the other fell to
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom when the...
Just move a bed over the hole. It's fine.
Good idea. I'm just dragging a bed across the floor.
Damn it!
Perfect, Knox. Never know.
Just a bed in the middle of the room.
All right, you can see that there aren't many personal items in this room. Whoever these beds are intended for, it's not a permanent situation, but you do find what must have been the goblin's possessions near some of the beds.
We loot.
For sure, we're looting.
All right, each goblin has 2 greater healing potions. One of the goblins has a cracked wand of unknown origin. One of the goblins has a pouch filled with these tiny metal spheres in it.
I want that one.
And also, each of the goblins has 4 crowns.
All right, boys, I'll loop up these crowns. That's 32 more.
For sure that's 16.
16 crowns.
You said there was 8 of them, right? 8 beds?
There are 8 beds. There were 4 goblins.
Oh, okay. My sorry.
My sorry. My sorry.
I'm sorry.
My sorry, guys.
Mea culpa, mea culpa.
Those are all the right consonants and vowels.
We have 35 crowns.
I was going to ask. I couldn't remember who was keeping track of how many crowns we had.
Me neither, but I couldn't find my notes on it, so I'm glad it wasn't me.
Oh, you'd have done a fine job had it been you.
Oh, we had 20 crowns.
All right. Everyone roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
You mother.
13.
All right. Now that you're in this room, you can hear the din of multiple goblin voices. It sounds like they're all around this area. Copes, among the din, you can pick out a pair of voices.
Hmm.
It seems that they are approaching one of the doors into this room.
Which door?
The one on the left.
Guys, everyone surround this door. But be quiet.
Got it.
Shh.
What's a door?
Be quiet. Shh. Hush.
I got a 1.
I fly above the door.
All right.
Oh, I want to grab one of the blankets off the bed and hand it to whoever's standing across the door from me.
Okay.
Like one side of it. We're gonna Looney Tune bullshit them when they come in.
I'm so in. Say less.
Oh, God.
I pushed Thrasher out of the way so I could be involved.
Oh, here's what we'll do. We'll hand the blanket to Demi, and then he'll drop it on their heads, and then we'll all grab it.
Perfect.
And Looney Tunes them.
Yes, I've got it. I'm so ready.
All right, you hear the voices talking as they approach the door. And you're sure these guys are going to put up a good fight? I mean, we cannot have a bad show again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
These goblins, they're extremely skilled. They've got good armor, weapons. They're going to do great. And you hear them attempting to push on the door.
Guys, turn into goblins.
I turn into a goblin.
I also turn into a goblin.
I use my tattoo to turn into a goblin-ish.
I use my tattoo to turn into a goblin.
I cast my spell on myself.
I use my hat to turn into a goblin.
I'm the world's tallest goblin. I've grown 6 inches since the last time I was a goblin.
Huge goblin energy.
Are you doing your thing again, Demarok?
I am. I use my spell.
Seeming? Okay.
Quick, act like we're making the bed.
I do. Trying to put the blanket back on. Everybody grab weapons.
I grab a flail.
I pull out my axe.
I grab a dirk.
What'd you get, Knox?
A flail.
That's what I was gonna get. I get nunchucks, but they have guns on the end. Gunchucks.
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 Would I, as a goblin, do I look weird with my own axe? Should I grab one of those?
They said you had great weapons, so maybe you just have the best goblin axe ever.
I mean, it's up to you to sell whatever you look like, so.
All right, then I have my regular axe as a goblin.
All right, and you guys are trying to look like you're making the bed?
Yeah, we're just some of us are.
Yeah, well, we already had the blanket, so.
I don't know why that part's happening.
We had the blanket. So yeah, we're putzing around.
All right,
I'm practicing my nunchuck.
How many times have you hit yourself in the nuts yet so far?
At least 3 times.
the goblins open the door, push into the room. They look confused at the 6 of you. Wait, who are you guys? You're not Wart Snout, Booger Toot, Grub Glub, and Squeezo?
I am too, Glub Grub.
I'm Wart Snout. What are you talking about?
I don't think so.
Grub, grub.
How dare you question us?
Grub, grub.
We are, and I cast Fast Friends.
Hey.
I put myself at risk when I walk anywhere, guys.
Wow.
Woo! That sure was an episode. We thank you for listening to Discount Heroes and coming around this
Jared
week.
broke my knee. Everybody knows about that.
We had snakes, we had planes, and we had automobiles.
Obstacle course race one time.
That's right.
and
Tweet us about your
they
favorite
have
part
a
of this
joke
week's
where the first
episode, and you
obstacle
can
you
find
have
us
to
in our
jump over a
Discord,
4-foot sheet of plywood.
where we're most
wall.
active.
Thought I could no hands it.
Join our link tree at discordheroes.com/
And I tripped and fell on my shoulder
Scratch
and
that.
tore my
linktree.com/discount heroes.
something in there. It's called a slap tear. I don't
And
know.
don't
There's
forget to
something
check us out every Thursday at the Discount Heroes, where
bruisey Achilles.
questionable results are always
I think that's
guaranteed.
I also have arthritis in my back. So I'm pretty well from top to bottom covered. Can y'all believe that treasure we found this week? That was insane.
Wild. I cannot believe we each got our own individual deck of many things that only has good cards.
We all
Yeah.
have so much gold now.
What was Brent thinking?
I grew another foot.
I grew another horn?
Yeah, but Copes died. Was it worth it?
Yes.
Oh, let's not talk about
I
that.
think he would say it was. If he was able to record right now.